That's pretty much everything as far as the application list screen. Now we'll move to the home screen. What we need to do now is add some icons. If I drop the properties box down, you'll see nothing because there is nothing added. We've not placed any icons on the screen. The left button is for a today style only, so unless you want that style, we don't utilize that. You actually get individual icons, and you'll have to select your today items, your messages, texts, calendar, different things like that, tasks, things that will show up in the today list. The button to the right is an add a Zen item, and that's actually just adding an individual icon, and it will be on the left side in a Zen format. So if we click on one of those, you'll see this come up, and you'll see an icon appear on the screen, and you'll also see the properties for that icon. It's going to be in the default order that is set up automatically. Now, over here you'll see that we have the icon itself, and the use device application order is checked. You want to always keep that checked. That gives the end user, you yourself or somebody else, the opportunity to go in and place their first 6 icons that they choose to have on their home screen. If you unclick that, you will lock the activation icon into place and they will not be able to change it out. We also have an underlay checked. We also have a underlay tab focus checked, and we also have show text checked. Now in this case, I'm going to do a 6 icon bottom dock. I do not want the underlays or the tab focuses. So what I usually do is use that transparency Pong that I showed you or gave you the download to in the last tutorial, and make these go transparent. So I would click this and go back in and find that trans icon, click it, and I would do the same with the tab focus. And then I don't usually, only in the Zen would you want the name of this to actually appear in the bottom dock. It wouldn't be kosher to have it that way because it's going to run into your next icon. So we will uncheck the text box, and I will explain to you in text extras the reason why we won't do that. And just real quick, I'm going to drop down text extras and just make mention that to start this process, you may want to go in and click on your status text. That does is, I've already made the change into the proper font and colored it, and it's down here where I want to place these icons. So if I place 6 icons across here, I'm going to cover this up. So what I suggest you do ahead of time is click this box. You don't have to worry about changing the font or coloring or anything. For right now, just drag it up out of the way so that if you're doing a bottom dock, it's going to be reachable without having to move an icon after you get it in place. Now, once again, I said I'm going to do a 6 icon bottom dock, so we're going to click this 5 more times. And as you can see, because I have to reposition home screen items placed, a couple of these are completely off the screen, and that's just fine. Now, one trick you may want to know is you can take and scroll over all 6 of these, and it will highlight all 6 of these in the list at once. So then when you go back into properties, you can actually go to your trans icon and remove all of these at once, plus undo your text. That way saves you a little bit of time. Now what we want to do is drag and position these icons into a bottom dock. So that's really everything you need to do in the properties box. We don't need to worry about that yet. So I'm going to click so that these are individual. I'm going to find the sixth one and I'm going to drag it over and place it in the right hand corner. And then I will grab the fifth, and for right now you can get them relatively close. They don't have to be right on. I'll show you a little trick to get these aligned and centered across your screen. I would suggest you get your first and last icon set somewhere similar to where you want it to be. Now if you go just off the screen and highlight all 6 of these again at once, you can now go over into the alignment section. And up here in alignment you can align bottom. So you can click on these and it will align all 6 on the bottom. And now we want to align them horizontally, so we'll go to spacing. We will find the equal spacing horizontally, and we will do that as well. Now if you click out of them, they're all evenly spaced across there. What I do like to do, because most of the time I like to take this status text and put it underneath the icons. Now you can also move this down, place it just above them, wherever you want to see it appear. In my case, on my bottom docs, I like to put it underneath them. So what I do is I take and highlight them all, and I slide the entire doc up into a little higher position, and then I take this icon, this status text, and place it underneath it. And now if you click out of here, you have 6 icons, and your status for each one as you scroll through them will be underneath it. That is my wallpaper. I don't have anything out there cluttering it. So that's pretty much everything when it comes to selecting icons, recoloring them, and position them on your home screen. Obviously you can do 3 down the left side, 3 down the right, a double Zen as they're called. You can do 4, 5, 6. Be a little tough to get more than 6 in there without overlapping each other. You can do a double roll. There's a number of things that you'll be able to do in the future as we get a little more educated in theme building. But that takes care of this tutorial. Next we will be working with status text, today text. Status text is pretty much done now, but I will go through that in the next tutorial to show you what I did to get to that point.